So here's what he said on Bill Maher about the president.
At that time, the time of the dinosaurs, if that had been squashed by a dinosaur, we'd none of us be here.
And Dr.
First, that was the where all life began question. So apparently some life fell in front of a dinosaur, and if he would have stepped on it, there's no us. There's no us.
Do you share my belief that Pope Frank is secretly an atheist?
Like many people,
Hold on
I'm
just
sure.
a second. Pope Frank?
Oh, that's his respectful way to say Pope Francis.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Obama is an atheist. I'm sure Kennedy was an atheist. But I doubt if Pope Frank is. No. He's obviously a nice man, therefore rather a dangerous man. We don't want nice men in the Vatican.
These guys make perfect sense.
Oh, I don't. I'm trying to get my arms around that.
Around which part? We don't want nice men in the Vatican.
Nice men in the Vatican.
Well, I would assume. I mean, if they're nice, they might be charismatic. They might win people over to the evil that is religion.
But if they're nice, see, this is the problem. This is the dirtbag part. For instance, Penn Jillette, maybe he doesn't think I'm a nice man. Maybe that's what the deal is. But Penn is like, look, if you're a decent, at least this is my understanding of Penn, and it's my vision that, look, Penn is a good guy. He's a hard worker. He is not taking people and turning them into monsters or killers. No. Okay. He is, if you look up to Penn Jillette and you said, you know what, Penn Jillette is my, archetypal man. I'd like to be like Penn Jillette. Okay. You could use a haircut. But other than that, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? He's a good man. If I was living next to Penn Jillette, I would be happy to have Penn Jillette as my neighbor. I would feel my family is safe. I feel our neighborhood is safe. You know what I mean? Because he's a good, responsible citizen.
And Penn Jillette makes the world no worse. I think he makes it better. He's an interesting thinker on most things. I happen to disagree with him on a major one.
Right. Because he's a nice guy. Yeah. He's a decent man.
It's up to him to come to his own, he's got to figure his eternal sort of things out.
So if you were preaching a religion, you would say, well, I don't want Penn Jillette to be a good guy because then people might listen to him. Right? Mm-hmm. So they are preaching. Dawkins is preaching a religion, the religion of atheism, because we don't want people to listen to him. If the Vatican, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, was full of nice guys, the world would be a better place.
Not if your sole focus is to take down religions.
Exactly right.
Right.
And that's where the problem comes. If your sole focus is to take religion down, well, then we can't coexist with each other.
Well, no, I think you can. Look, you wrote on Penn's book, which was obviously an atheist book, and you said, hey, look, I think he's crazy on this book. His
sole vision is not to take religion down.
Well, but he's writing books on it. It's certainly
he's talking about prominent
interest of his.
There is no God.
Yeah, he's a prominent interest of his. There's no doubt.
I know that.
But that's there's things you can do.
Maybe. Have we ever had a conversation that you can recall that where we have sat, with real religious people, and we've sat and said, well, let's think about this Penn Jillette thing. Because if people like him... Have we had that conversation?
No, of course
not.
not.
Do you think Penn has had that conversation with people with...
No.
If you give Glenn Beck credibility... Then
no, clearly not.
But I think a lot of people who like Penn because of his atheism have had that publicly.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawkins.
Those are the people that I would part ways with. Those are the people that I would say, I got a problem with you.
Yeah.
And first of all... Is anybody really reporting on... Can you imagine if I said that the president was an atheist?
No, it'd be...
It would be big news.
Yeah.
Well, he has clearly said he's a Christian.
Right.
How can Glenn Beck, a conspiracy theorist, say that he's an atheist when he's clearly stated on numerous occasions he is a Christian?
Can you imagine if I said that John F. Kennedy was an atheist? Oh my gosh! And I said Pope Frank is a problem. Mm-hmm. And by the way, Kennedy, a Catholic, was an atheist. Holy cow!
I will say though, I think this is the widespread belief of the intellectuals on the left, who the media types on the left, who say, look, yeah, I know he says he's a Christian, but he's not that stupid. Right. In reality, he's with us. He doesn't believe in this nonsense. He just knows he has to say it. He's a politician.
He's so smart. He's almost above the world.
Bill Maher believes that. Yeah. And obviously so does Richard Dawkins.
Yeah, because they don't understand people who...
Yeah. They don't get it.
They think that you're a sky god, boomstick kind of person, and so they don't understand it.
And they also believe that all Christians believe that the earth is 5,000.